Have you ever set your alarm for 5 a.m. with big plans, only to hit snooze and wake up at 8 feeling guilty? You've heard that successful people wake up early. You've tried it yourself, but always fall back into old habits. You tell yourself, I'm just not a morning person. I need my sleep. But what if the first hour of your day held the power to change your entire life? What if one man's story could prove that your destiny is decided before the sun rises? This is the story of a man who had nothing until 5 a.m. became his secret weapon. Stay with me until the end, because this might be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. In a small industrial town where factories never slept, lived a 32-year-old man named Thomas. He worked as a night security guard at a textile warehouse. Every evening at 8 p.m. he arrived at the gate. Every morning at 6 a.m. exhausted, he went home to sleep. Salary was barely enough. He lived in a tiny one-room apartment with a broken fan and a mattress on the floor. His clothes were old and his shoes had holes. But more than physical poverty, Thomas felt trapped. Every morning, walking home, he saw families having breakfast and children preparing for school. He saw men in clean shirts heading to office jobs. He wondered, will this be my life forever? He had tried to change. He applied for better jobs, but with only a high school education, every door closed. He wanted to learn new skills, but after working all night, he was too tired to do anything except sleep. His mother called him every week. Thomas, when will your life get better? I'm getting old. I want to see you succeed. Thomas would force cheerfulness into his voice. Soon, Mama, I'm working on it. The truth that haunted him was this. He wasn't lazy. He worked hard every night, yet hard work alone wasn't changing anything. He felt like he was living life backwards. One cold Tuesday morning, his phone rang. It was his sister, Thomas. Mama collapsed. She's in the hospital. His heart stopped. He rushed to the village. His mother lay weak in the small clinic. The doctor said she had fainted from exhaustion and stress. She needed rest, better food and medicine they couldn't afford. She held his hand and whispered, Thomas, I don't have much time left. Please, my son, don't waste your life. Find a way. Promise me. Thomas sat beside her, looking at her wrinkled hands. Something inside him cracked, not just with sadness, but with rage at his own helplessness. He stepped outside into the pre-dawn darkness. It was 5 a.m., the air was cool and fresh, birds were singing. In that quiet moment, Thomas made a firm decision. No more, he whispered. I won't live like this anymore. I will find a way. On the bus ride back, he noticed a well-dressed man reading peacefully. The time was only 6 a.m. Thomas gathered his courage and asked, Excuse me, sir? Why are you on this early bus? Mr. Chen smiled. Because I wake at 4:30 every morning. I use this time to read, think, and plan. Before the world wakes up, don't you need sleep? Thomas asked. I sleep at 9 p.m. 7.5 hours. Enough, Mr. Chen replied, noticing Thomas's tired face. You work nights? Yes, security guard. So you're awake when the world sleeps, and asleep when the world works. No wonder you're stuck. Mr. Chen leaned forward. Young man, the hours between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. are magic hours. That's when you can build the life you want while everyone else is still dreaming. Thomas felt a spark of hope. But how? I work until 6 a.m. I need sleep. Then change your sleep, Mr. Chen said. Sleep when you get home at 6:30. Wake at 11:30. That gives you 5 hours. Then live your real life when the world is awake. And if you can shift to day work, wake at 5 a.m. every day. Always. That's the secret. Mr. Chen wrote his phone number on a card. If you're serious, call me. I'll show you what to do. But only if you're serious. It requires discipline most people don't have. The next day at 11 a.m., Thomas called Mr. Chen. For the first time in years, he was awake during daylight. They met at a small cafe. Mr. Chen nodded with approval. You actually changed your sleep schedule. Good. Most people only talk. You acted. You took out a notebook and drew a simple house. Thomas, imagine your life as a house. Right now, it's dark and falling apart because you never work on the foundation. You're too busy surviving. It's the hours from 5 to 7 a.m. That's your foundation building time. 2 hours every morning. It's 14 hours a week. 60 hours a month. 730 hours a year. The equivalent of 91 full workdays. In 1 year, you gain 3 extra months that everyone else wastes sleeping. Thomas's eyes widened. Here's what you do with those 2 hours. This is not negotiable. Hour 1, 5 to 6 a.m. Build skills. Learn something that will change your economic situation. Free online courses and YouTube have everything. Hour 2, 6 to 7 a.m. Build body and mind. 30 minutes of exercise, walk, run, or stretch. Your body is your vehicle. The other 30 minutes? Read. Plan your day or apply what you've learned. Mr. Chen gave 3 rules. Rule 1, no negotiation. Wake at 5 a.m. every single day, including weekends. Rule 2, sleep by 9 p.m. You can't cheat sleep and succeed. Rule 3, the first week will be hell. Push through. After 21 days, it becomes normal. After 90 days, it becomes who you are. I'm giving you 3 months, Mr. Chen said. After 90 days, show me what you've built. If you've done the work, I'll help you find a better job. If you quit, don't call. Thomas felt the weight, but also a real purpose. I'll do it, he said. I won't quit. The next morning, his alarm screamed. At 5 a.m., his body protested. His mind whispered for more sleep when he remembered his mother's face and threw off the blanket. The first week was agony. At 5 a.m., he watched free Excel tutorials. At 6 a.m., he walked and read about accounting. By 7:30, he went to bed, slept until 2 p.m., then prepared for his night shift. It was exhausting and lonely. But around day 20, he woke at 4:58 a.m. before the alarm. His body had adapted. The lessons started making sense. He completed his first online certificate. His morning walks became something he looked forward to. By the end of the second month, Thomas had finished 3 online courses in accounting and Excel. He had lost weight. His mind felt sharper. His confidence grew. People at work noticed. Thomas, you look different. What changed? He smiled and said, I'm changing my life 2 hours at a time. In the 3rd month, he created a simple Excel spreadsheet for warehouse inventory and showed it to his supervisor. The supervisor was impressed. Word reached the owner. On day 87, Thomas was called into the office. We're expanding the accounting department. The job is yours. Day shift, double your salary. That evening, Thomas called Mr. Chen. I did it. 90 days. Never missed once. And today I got promoted. Mr. Chen's voice was proud. I knew you would. Now remember, don't stop waking at 5 a.m. It's not a strategy anymore. It's your life now. 1 year later, Thomas had become the company's lead accountant. He moved his mother to town, got her proper medical care, and rented a decent apartment. Every morning at 5 a.m., he still woke up. Those 2 hours had become sacred. That's when he learned new software, read business books, and planned his future. His coworkers asked Thomas, why do you still wake so early? You've already succeeded. He smiled and replied, success is not a destination. It's a daily practice. Mine begins at 5 a.m. My friend Thomas's story proves your life can change, not someday, but right now. Starting tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., the difference between where you are and where you want to be is not talent or luck. It's how you use the time when everyone else is sleeping. Between 5 and 7 a.m., the world is quiet, no distractions. Your mind is fresh. This is when you do the work that changes your trajectory. So here's your challenge. Step 1. Tonight, set your alarm for exactly 5 a.m. Put your phone across the room so you have to stand up. Step 2. Decide what you will build in your first hour. Choose one skill and commit to it for 90 days. Step 3. Protect your 9 p.m. bedtime. Cut the late night scrolling and Netflix. If you wake up at 5 a.m. every day for 90 days and use those 2 hours intentionally, your life will not look the same. You will become stronger, more disciplined, and more capable. And that person can achieve anything. Thomas started with nothing, no degree, no connections, no money. Just a choice to wake up early and build. You have more than he had. You have internet, knowledge, and opportunity. The only question is, will you use it? Will you hit snooze tomorrow and wonder 5 years from now why nothing changed? If you're ready to join the 5 a.m. club, hit that like button as your commitment. Then comment below, what will you build in your first hour tomorrow? Let's hold each other accountable. Share this with someone who wants to change but never takes action. Remember Thomas's words, success is not a destination, it's a daily practice. And that practice begins tomorrow at 5 a.m. Will you be awake? Your future self is waiting on the other side of that alarm clock. Won't make them wait another day.